Right, I'm giving Neverwinter a go. This game is currently in open beta. It's about to be released properly. It's a free game based on the Dungeons & Dragons franchise. I've got no idea what to expect. I'm not going to do a proper review. I'm literally playing this for the first time. I wasn't in any of the earlier beta sessions. So let's see how it goes. Not so interested in this cutscene necessarily. Excuse me a second, I need to sort out my Twitch page. I'm also hopefully at least streaming this on Twitch, but that seems to be broken. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm going to watch this cutscene. I'm going to play a male. Okay, I'm going to watch this cutscene. I'm going to play a male elf because I want to play a wizard, and they're also good at magic. I think. Not too sure if they are really. Yeah, a tiefling. These things must be good at magic. I'm going to play a tiefling. Control wizard? No, I want to be a normal wizard. Oh, I don't know normal wizards in this game. Right, anyway, I'm going to play a human control wizard. Do you really need to roll dice? Okay, high intelligence, because he's a wizard. Wow, he's super intelligent and super squishy. This game's going to be horrible, I just know it. I used to play Neverwinter Nights a lot, back when it was a toolkit basically that you could use to create your own adventures. And with some friends I used to run a persistent world, so you could have about 30 people online at the same time. And we made the world, made the maps, made the NPCs, made the quests, built the dungeons, and it was a lot of fun. And I think the people who played the game had a lot of fun too. What I was really hoping we might see at some point is a new version of Neverwinter Nights, as the game was called. But instead we've got this, which is a sort of free MMO. Let's go for these braids. Actually, let's have a different hairstyle. Go for sort of very wild man hair. Old. He's meant to be a wizard. I mean, yes, he's meant to be a wizard. That'll do. Starting. He starts from the Moonshade Isles. His god is Saloon, from what I can recall. That's a good sort of wizardy type god, Selene of course the goddess of the moon. He's a control wizard. So I don't know what that really means, because I like playing wizards who can smash things and cast fireballs. Well, this guy seems to be a control wizard, so maybe that means he's going to mez things. Like a enchanter in EverQuest or something like that. Or a mesmer in Guild Wars.
Hey, are you all right?
Move around using the W, A, S, and D keys.
Okay, here's a little tutorial teaching me how to move.
Move to Private Wilfred. Press F when close to talk to him.
Seem to have massive lag, and maybe this is the tutorial working. So anyway, speak
Thank
to
the
this
gods.
guy.
When I saw the Dracolich attack the ship, I was afraid there'd be no survivors.
I don't
Brings you to
remember.
being attacked by a Dracolich and then nearly drowned is quite a shock to the system. I'm sure it'll come back.
Search the beach for gear.
In the
and
meantime,
then
you should search
head
the
up
beach
to the
for
camp.
gear. It's not safe here with Valindra's undead prowling around.
The quest path leads to your next objective. Press C to toggle it on and off. Waypoints appear on the map to mark your quest's objectives.
Okay, so there are sparkly lines telling me where to go. I don't know if that's something that's always going to happen, or I don't know if that's something that's always going to happen, or whether it's going to, whether it is just part of the tutorial. Yeah, somebody's asking me if I'm going to save this. I am going to save this. I'm going to put it up on YouTube. So anybody who's watching this live on Twitch, it will go up on YouTube. Press F to search the wreckage. Well, in fact, the person who's asking me is my friend Vilhelm, who I do a series of webcasts with, which you can find on our website, which is www.frogfear.com. Yeah, I can see somebody complaining in chat that there's a lot of lag, so I'm going to equip these rags. This, I've been given a box with some items in. I suppose that's a free gift. Yeah, Vilhelm saying it has a horrible tutorial voice. I think
double-click an item to equip it.
I think I agree. Sounds a bit like a wrestler called what's his name, Wade Barrett. Anyway, it's a pretty horrible voice. Right, equip my gear. Okay. Go to the camp. Oh, lag.
Quest tracker displays current quest objectives.
I don't know. Vilhelm's asking if there's any lip movement on the voice characters. I wasn't looking, but I'm sure we'll get another cutscene very soon, or we'll be able to see if there's any lip movement in the cutscenes. So that's...
Campfires are rest zones where out-of-combat players may heal.
Okay, that's a waypoint reached. Heal at the campfire. What do I do? Do I just stand here? Oh, okay. That's... Right, so this guy I think he's about to talk to me, and I bet there's a cutscene. Let's see if his lips move. It's really laggy. It is the open beta.
Good to meet you.
Which means anybody can log on and play just about, so the servers are probably extremely busy. So you can kind of understand why it's so laggy, but on the other hand I don't really feel much sympathy for the game creators, because this open beta is really, it's a marketing exercise. I'm not sure what's going on here. I mean, it's an attempt to showcase the game. It's not really a beta, it's sort of a free sample.
It's good to see someone survive the attack on the ship. When you feel ready, please speak to me again. I'm afraid I need your help.
It's a free sample to sort of entice people to play the game, really. So, you know, I think it is fair to judge them on the state of the game at the moment. This is just a day or two before the actual release. This guy, his lips did move. It's hard to tell because of the moustache, but his lips did move. So, complete the quest. Yeah, this guy does. His lips do move. Vilhelm, you can come onto voice if you want to. You could just come onto Skype for a bit, and and then just for as long as you want to, or alternatively, take this. I don't mind. It's up to you.
Although we stopped Valindra's main force, the battle is far from over. The battlefield is crawling with mindless undead who lost their masters in the fighting. To make matters worse, the enemy is raising our dead to use against us. Acolyte Naaman is performing a ritual of Kelimvor to lay the newly dead to rest. That is sure to draw an attack here. I must stay and
I'm not entirely clear how to just get the quest from this guy. I don't really want to hear him. I don't really want to hear his long speech, if I'm honest. I know I ought to, because it's part of the story. Right, okay. Wait, what? I don't know what's going on. Accept, okay. I'm going to turn up the graphics just to sort of try to show you the game at its best, although they may be at maximum already. Quality, well, it seems to be quality. I think that this probably is more or less at its best quality already, so there we go. Quite like the way that the accents are English. Perhaps I'm just a bit biased, but as an English person myself, but it always sounds really odd to me when you're playing a fantasy game, a sort of swords and sorcery game,
click to launch magic missiles at a single enemy.
Characters sound as if they come from
California or something. Objects and enemies to target.
Not that they would actually talk like modern day English people anyway.
Powers build stacks of arcane mastery. Each stack increases your arcane damage.
Right. Okay, I seem to have one attack at the moment, which is the left mouse button, but that's okay, I'll get more attacks soon. So I have to go up to this guy and help him somehow. Pressing the F key seems to help people, or seems to do just about everything. Oh! There we go. I haven't done the video, so people cannot see Vilhelm, but they can hopefully hear him. I can't hear him. Are you there, Vil? Can you hear me, Vilhelm? Oh, this isn't going to work. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I'm going to stop the recording just for a moment and try to get this sorted out. So basically, at the moment, I've got this one attack, which is using the left hand, the left mouse button. But obviously, as I level up, I'm going to get more. Oh, massive freeze there. And my quest is actually to rescue these soldiers, not to kill the zombies, but I'm killing the zombies as well. So Vilhelm, you were just saying before I turned the recording on that you don't think this game looks so great.
Yeah, well, yeah, I had some technical difficulties here first. I heard you twice, but I've turned the video voice off now. Now I can actually understand you.
Ah, yes, that's yes. You need
because
to tell
us.
us.
Because I had you double, it was sort of looping, and I thought, what the?
Yeah, fair enough. Although you won't be able to, you won't be able to hear the game. Oh, how are we gonna?
No, I'm thinking, should I try to put the whole Skype thing on mute?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, put Skype on mute, and then you can turn it.
I'm just looking where the option here is. Video. Here. Oh, let me try this.
Okay, then you turn the game volume up. Anyway, I've completed this quest, and back to the camp, and hopefully I will gain a level and gain a second attack. It's not like Dungeons and Dragons, any Dungeons and Dragons that I've ever played, where your spells were limited. You could only cast a certain number of times. I seem to be able to cast this magic missile type spell sort of infinitely. Although I realise that the
displays everything you get for leveling up. It may also offer important quests.
I realise that D&D rules change once in a while.
Actually, you need to mute yourself.
Do I?
From Skype.
I need to mute myself from Skype. Oh, I need to stop. Oh, this is so complicated, isn't it? Right, I've muted my microphone, but can you hear me now through... You can hear me now through the...
Yes, I can hear you through the game. There's a bit of lag.
Okay, well that's okay. So I've got this new power. Yeah, it is an at-will power. I know D&D rules have changed, and now there's powers you can get at will, and it's very different to
we were lucky to drive
when I used to play.
Back. Thank you for aiding the wounded. They wouldn't have survived much longer with all...
Why is every dwarf a Scotsman? How does that happen? Why are Scotsmen small people?
Really?
I'm afraid I have a gruesome task for you. We've driven Valindra's main army off, but our red wizard allies are still harassing us with summoned undead. Private Hothedon is trying to drive them off with his archers, but they're short on ammo. Search the battlefield and scavenge some arrows from the dead, and then take them to Hothedon.
Right, next time I will...
Cold-based powers build stacks of chill on your target. Each stack reduces the target's movement speed.
Way to go killing the immersion with this game. There's this sort of narrator who tells you all the game mechanisms.
Yeah. Oh, that's quite good. I quite like this skill though. I just hold down the button and it sort of... Look at that. So you're not tempted to log on, Phil? You don't want to...
Not tempted to even download this game.
I don't know if you heard, but earlier I was talking about the Neverwinter Night server that we used to run, which was really good fun. A little role-playing server.
This doesn't seem like very good fun so far.
Store the hours. Right, so I'm going to leave this guy to talk, so we can get a good look at his.
We must drive the wizards back.
Well, let's hear him out.
Thank you for the help. The red wizards haven't been driven away, but this will at least force them to keep their heads down.
Oh, you're level 3
Undead
already.
are attacking Neverwinter. They're boiling out of Castle Never and storming the Sleeping Dragon Bridge. If the bridge falls, they will enter the heart of the city. Protect his enclave. I must stay and deal with the red wizards. Please, go to the bridge and aid the defenders. Destroy the undead soldiers near the gate to our north so it may be opened safely. Then talk to Private Wilfred. He will get you inside the city and show you the way to the bridge. Be careful, these undead are more aggressive than others you fought. Tempest grant you strength.
Okay, this is... I've got a new power. Hurls a powerful icicle, stunning them and adding chill. And then I can spend powers to sort of spend points to make these powers slightly better. So there does appear to be some ways that you can build up your character, that you can customize your character, I think.
Did you see any benefit or reason why you're choosing your home capital?
No, I can't work out. I haven't really explored my character screen though. I mean, let's take a look. I chose.
You can actually write some sort of history of your character. That.
Where did I come from? Was it Moonshay Isles?
Just give 1 point to this game, so.
Yeah, and other players can see your biography. So from a role-playing point of view, I guess that's quite nice. Ah, so I can set my title. I can show other players. I guess it appears over my head, I suspect.
Right.
I'm not going to write a biography now, but you can write a biography. I'm really intelligent. Wow. And constitution of 11. Haha. My powers, my feats.
In case you're wondering why my speech is a bit late, it's I can hear I can sort of hear and see you something like 15 seconds after it happens.
Yes, it's I think it's a good sort of 5 seconds probably, but yeah, there is a delay. Okay, so I'm going to try using my. It's a Q button, is it? Oh yes. Oh, it's got a cooldown. I like my blue ray of death though. That's just.
So is this going to be like a normal D&D game and you have 20 levels?
I assume so. It's a good question. I don't know.
And you're already on level 3.
Well, I guess it's going to go up. I mean, it can't go up at this rate to 20 levels. In the other D&D game, they had a thing where you did gain levels, but you also gained skills every sort of quarter of a level or something. So they basically, it was like you had sort of 80 levels or so, but they pretended it was only 20.
I told you drying out by the fire would do you good. My mother always says warm clothes make for a warm heart. You've thinned out the skeletons enough that we should be able to slip through the gate safely.
Yeah, warm clothes make a warm heart. Yeah.
You may need them on the bridge.
So what was that?
Warm clothes make a warm heart. I'm just repeating what Wilfred there said.
Here's an exciting cutscene.
This looks so much like World of Warcraft, it's not even funny.
Direction to teleport away from enemy attacks.
Oh.
Okay, it's a bit funny.
Well, it's teaching you game mechanics. There do seem to be some interesting game mechanics, like here we go. Avoid the red circles on the ground. Oh no.
But if you look at the interface, it's sort of carbon copy of World of Warcraft.
Yeah, loads of games are though. I know what you mean. I'm sick of these games too, but oh no, where am I going? There's loads of them. Perhaps I should just run away. I'm not even going to try to kill them.
It's interesting how you run. You have your hands on. Pointing forward like a zombie.
Press spacebar to jump. Your hit points are low. Use a health potion to restore them.
I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit so, so I can hear you. Right, am I doing this right? Maybe I should have tried to kill all these zombies.
I have no idea. It's interesting how none of the enemies can follow you through.
Oh look, I can kill them. That's good, isn't it?
That thing, whatever it is.
Oh well, the moral of the story seems to be feel free to exploit as much as you like.
If this was your Neverwinter night server, you would be banning people for this.
Yeah, we used to have some good fun killing off players who we thought were being naughty or spawning monsters on them. Neverwinter Nights was, as I was saying, was an adventure game a bit like Baldur's Gate really, but also it had a tool set allowing you to create your own adventures, and you could set up a server and Vilhelm and I worked on a server together, and you could act as DMs on a server, sort of running around invisibly and watching the players. So if they were a little bit naughty, you could punish them. Well, not punish them, you know, you could drop a monster on them or teleport them somewhere where the monsters could attack them. So if I saw somebody on the Neverwinter Nights server behaving the way that I'm behaving right now, I would have done something about it. Excellent.
Use Ice Storm, disabling and damaging your enemies.
So this is a daily power. Alright, I think I understand.
Activate your daily power when your action points are full.
Action points are full. Good God, what does this do? Increase the duration of control powers by 5%. I think this is just always active, the other one, so that's okay. Okay, here's a healing potion, but in here is a chest. Guess what I'm doing? You're going to think this is insane, but I'm going to give Arcade a go on the Korean server.
What?
You know this game that I've been going on about called Arcade? Yeah, that's quite cool. This sort of sandbox game that's Korean.
Oh, right, the anime thing.
It's not. It's not an anime thing. Anyway, I'm going to play it in Korean just to give it a go, just to see what it's like. This really reminds me actually of Lord of the Rings Online, where the intro when you first start playing is a little, you're sort of thrust into this battle. It's just like this, you have a sort of little story that you have to go through. So I need to fill up my action bar by basically doing other things, and if I fill up my action bar enough, then I can cast that ice comet storm thing again. Right, here we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. If I freeze him enough, look, if I freeze him enough, he gets totally frozen. So maybe, will he just stay there until...
Probably enables other people with you to hack that creature in pieces.
Yeah, well that'll be quite cool if it does work like that, if the different
no
abilities...
Harbinger.
No.
Sorry. Should have been more cautious. When I thought of all my... You have to stop her. Lord Neverember is no saint, but he's better than the alternative. If Neverember fails here, Valindra will rule Neverwinter.
Who the hell is Lord Neverember?
He's one of Neverember's guards.
Oh my
One of the
God.
good ones.
One of the good
What
ones.
happened to Lord Nasher?
Valindra.
I don't know. He's out of the story. He's part of the story. The script is over. Oh, I thought my character had sort of white hair. It turns out he's got blonde hair.
is tutorial now over?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. I hope so. But I think we can already tell what this game's going to be like. It's just going to be more of what we just thought. Yeah, so here's here we are with actual other players. Wow.
But this is a city area now then.
Yeah, this is sort of the proper game, I suppose. I quite like the design of this city. What do you think? I think it looks, I don't know, quite pretty.
From a quick look, it looks alright, but let's find the tavern.
A tavern. Okay. Oh, this is where the lag comes back. Tavern 6.
Usually the first things that I ask you when you online role-playing game is, can you sit in it?
Yeah, can you sit down in a tavern? Well, the tavern is just to the north, so that's where we're going to go. Oh, look, that horse has a quest for me. Oh no, maybe not.
Bit of a lag.
This guy's selling horses. Let's see the horses. Okay, well it's nice that you can buy horses, I suppose. I need to get some money.
Looks so very much just like you did it on World of Warcraft though.
Yeah, but I mean every game looks like this now. Well, not every game, but loads of games. You and I both played The Secret World.
This sort of feels so carbon copy of it so far.
If you're talking and then you hear me talking, just carry on. Just carry on talking. Don't stop, and I'll shut up. But I was just going to say, I mean, we both played Secret World recently, didn't we? Which was one game that actually looks quite different. But I think that's the exception. Most games, most MMOs nowadays, they just look like World of Warcraft. I don't know why. Anyway, here's a tavern. And the answer is no, I don't believe that I can sit down. I can speak to this bartender though. What's he selling? The bartender sells potions. Don't ask me how that works. Well, the well-informed barmaid, she's going to have adventures for me, which is quite cool actually, because that's what happens in traditional D&D. Oh, investigate the job board.
So she's just basically telling you, get a job, bum.
Yeah. Go and look at a job board. Well, here's a job board. Oh, now this is an interesting feature of the game. These are quests built by other players using the, using the
Alright.
Foundry system. The game
Is
does
the
allow.
Foundry thing part of beta?
No, it's going to be part of the full game. So players are able to create their own quests, but it's very limited, I think, compared to the old Neverwinter Nights toolset, where you could literally control everything.
Tastiest ale in Neverwinter.
Well, obviously at some point we need to check those out, but I think for now it makes most sense probably to carry on with the official storyline and see what the game wants us to do. Well, it's led me up here.
What does it want you to do?
I don't know, maybe I'm meant to be outside, maybe I was never meant to come here in the first place. It's confusing though,
What is
because...
this the pixie dust that's on the screen at...
Well, yeah, exactly. The pixie dust is meant to be telling me where to go.
Why was it pointing you to go upstairs?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay.
Oh no, maybe I'm supposed to go up here. Let's look at the journal. Sleeping Dragon Bridge. Talk to Sergeant Knox. Oh, okay, so I need to go up north here. Well, you're quite right, it looked as if it was telling me to go up those stairs. So, I don't know. You're not tempted to start downloading this then and give it a go? It is free. I mean, this is a thing, I suppose.
City architecture seems quite nice.
Yeah, it does actually.
Sort of multi-layered city, although it seems a bit like a maze.
Yeah, but no, you're right. It is multi-layered. It does have the feel of being a city. You know, it feels as if it's quite big. And there's lots of places to go. And it probably isn't that big, it's probably clever design, I suspect. I mean, in terms of the actual places where it's possible for your...
size to it, as we can see where you've been running around the... But, the whole, lots of stairs at least.
Yep. The whole thing probably looks very jerky indeed. Not available until level 11. And that's the lag. The character is sort of jerking around. It's fairly polished. I mean, if you ignore the lag, it seems to sort of basically work from what we've seen so far. It has sort of quite high production values.
Protector's Enclave needs your help. Wilfred is dead.
I just
Damn,
personally
shit.
don't see
Too
this
young to
becoming
go
a
off
huge
like
hit.
that. What to think?
Well, I mean, from what I've read, from what other people have said, there's always is this treasure? Excellent. Plain crystal orb. What? Is this good? Oh, this is like a weapon. Okay. People do seem to say, yeah. People do say the combat is fun. Yeah, I was just going to say people do say the combat is fun.
We lost a lot of good people today.
I understand you lost quite a few of your belongings when the ship you were on was destroyed by the Dracolich. I can't offer you much, but I can supply you with some off-duty clothing. I'm sure you're going to want to relax and get out of your combat gear at some point. Talk to Supply Sergeant Queen. He's just west of here, through that tunnel. He'll get you sorted out.
Okay, just west of here through that tunnel. Look, a load of what's this? Loot node while event is active. I don't understand. Skirmishes. Finish a skirmish while event is active. These are little activities that you can take part in, but they don't start. Like one of them says it starts in 1 hour and 28 minutes.
From what I saw of the combat was that there was few good things about
No, carry on.
sorry, I just get myself a bit confused because I start to hear my own voice, so that is why I break up a bit.
Oh, how come you hear your own voice? I don't understand that. I've got my headphones on, so
because I'm watching you on the stream and and my voice comes on the stream about 15 seconds after I say it, so...
Ah. Okay.
So that's why I'm breaking up a bit at times, because I sort of get confused when I start talking to myself.
Yeah, it must be possible. There must be a technical, clever thing we can do to make this work, so that we're both hearing each other at the same time, and also hearing the game. But the only way that you can hear the game
too, so I'm not sure how to do it.
Yeah, oh well. Not to worry.
Hello, adventurer. I heard about what
But I was talking about the combat, and the whole real-time aspect of it seemed quite interesting, because you could jump and shoot and stuff like that, and not just stand around and shoot.
Yeah, that does sound like quite good fun.
It seemed very lively.
Peasant's garb? What's the difference between peasant's garb and
although
peasant's...
you did seem quite amusing when your character was just walking with the hands in front of him.
Yeah, oh, I've got both.
I suppose it was some sort of casting pose or some whatever, but it seemed like a jumping.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. He does jump about though, he looks a bit odd when he jumps. Puts his hand up in the air.
No, I was meaning earlier when you had the combat thing going on in the tutorial.
Well, hopefully we'll get to do some more combat soon. I think it's time he sent us to a dungeon. Oops.
You're back. Good. I have some. I sent another report about some disturbances in the vaults beneath the Hall of Justice. The guards are spread thin after the last attack, but you've proven yourself more.
Right.
I'd like to ask you to look into it for me. I've told the gate.
He wants us.
He'll let you into
He wants us to go to the halls of justice. So this has to mean. This has to mean a bit of aggro, a bit of fighting.
Has he a bit of Scottish too?
Oh, no, I don't know. Was he Scottish? Let's have a look at these other characters. I can't actually scroll in. I'm trying to use. Good question. Okay, I try to go near the king, and the guard tells me to bugger off. I think he must be the king. Ah, this is Lord Neverwinter.
You can't select him?
No. Not sure. I mean, this guard is saying that nobody can go near the king because blah blah blah, or Lord Neverwinter because you know he's so important and nobody can hurt him. But he's just standing there. Anybody could shoot him with an arrow. I could shoot him from here. I could use my ice ray from here. Anyway, never mind.
No, you can't.
Well, I can't, but in theory I could. So this is where I go. This is my quest.
Didn't seem to have, by the way, any sort of chat bubbles or anything like that going on.
Yeah, what you mean the other characters, the other players?
Hmm.
I've seen no sign of any chat bubbles. You're absolutely right.
Well, I'm glad you're here. We've heard some strange noises.
Write something yourself and see what happens.
Guards went to check on it, but he should have been back by now. I have to guard the entrance, but I'll let you through. Find your sword.
Oh look, it does appear. It does appear over my head to text.
He'll know what's happening.
So no one was saying anything on say.
Yeah, well I can find it really easy to believe. They were all just doing what I did and scrolling through the quest text as quickly as I can.
Yeah.
It's not clear. It's not entirely clear if this is meant to be done solo or in a group. Most of these games are quite solo.
We'll find out soon, won't we?
Yeah, when I die horribly. Right, it's Q. Ha 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 ha.
I don't know about you, but I find this whole pixie dust path thing quite annoying.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but when you play these games a lot, you don't. I mean, I get lazy, to be honest. I don't like games that are too hard.
Yeah, but you can sort of see your direction from the map already.
Yeah, that's true.
And there are also sorts of arrows pointing the correct direction.
I'm trying to work out. So the magic missile does 15 to 18. This does.
Overdone.
Yeah. It does. It makes it too sort of dumbed down.
And this is actually something that Lord British spoke about again about sort of Avatar. And there was he spoke about not having all these arrows pointing directly what to do.
Yeah, the Shroud of the Avatar game that Richard Garriott is working on. Well, that's going to be a sort of a return to you know, a world to explore, as opposed to this kind of theme park where it's all set out for you, all the hard work is done for you in a way. Ah, a bit of loot. Oh, it's extremely laggy. Requires a thievery skill. So okay, so if I brought a thief with me, we would have a little bit more loot at this point, I suppose.
Maybe these dungeons scale a bit, depending how many people there are in it.
Yeah, that would seem logical because it is a bit easy. I mean, it's not sort of desperately easy, but imagine if you had like 3 or 4 people here, it would just be silly. I need a dungeoneering skill for this. What does that mean? How do I get a dungeoneering skill?
Don't ask me. So basically the plotline seems to be that some evil witch woman is attacking Neverwinter.
Yeah, in fairness, wasn't that pretty much the plot of the other Neverwinter games too? Neverwinter Nights.
Well, the first one there was evil guy, another witch.
Oh, okay, so these...
Attacking Neverwinter 2 in the end.
Nature kit... What? Don't really understand that. I used a nature kit to search through some logs and I discovered something. I learnt some lore or something, I don't know, whatever. So as I use my powers, I'm getting closer to being able to use my good power again. My mega power. Oh, these guys are actually sort of killing me. Right, using my potion. Oh, there we go. Hopefully this will be something really good. Oh, chain armor, which I can't wear. Shard will be coming down in 10 minutes. Well, I tell you what, let's just see if we can complete this adventure and get out of here and get our loot within 10 minutes.
Right.
I think we've probably seen it. I mean, obviously this isn't enough to make a judgment about the game, really. I mean, with any MMO, you need to play for...
Really?
You need to play for like weeks, I reckon, to get a good feel for the game. But I think
Yeah, well,
I'm not saying,
but I think we can get some sort of general feeling already.
Look at all this. Oh, this is crafting material. What do you think of it then? What do you make of this game?
Well, so far, it just feels fairly generic. Can't say my interest has been piqued or anything like that yet.
Yeah. I know how you feel.
Graphics sort of seem nice, but nothing really personal about it.
Right, here's the big boss at the end, I think. I'm gonna start off by using my mega power. Oh no! I nearly...
You shouldn't stand on hexes. Move, move!
Yep. I'm just gonna take a look around before I speak to that guy. Yes! Ah, because I'm a mage, I have the power to open this. I got a magic focus. What's this? Oh, just some treasure. What's this? A scroll?
So loot the boss before the servers go down.
The boss didn't seem to... Oh, okay. Yeah.
Falls during Vilhelm's attack on the city. They're here to steal the crown of Neverwinter. They almost
Oh, I see. It's not quite the end.
hear the dead resting in the lower vaults.
I thought that was the final boss.
Right now. I sealed them in behind the hidden entrance to the lower
The
vaults.
Nashers are the Nashers evil guys now. I mean,
Stop the Nashers before they get the crown.
They do seem to be
Lord
evil
Nasher
guys.
was the leader of Neverwinter in Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2.
Ah! Okay, so maybe that's the story. The followers of Lord Nasser are now the baddies. Just gonna see what this is. Oh, you can heal by setting extra fire. That's right. It's quite cool. You find a fire and it's a kind of healing place.
And more zombies or whatever.
Oh, look at these. Oh, I'm not going to worry too much about loot. What's this? Loot. Can't leave loot behind. I think some of the graphical effects are quite cool. Have you noticed that while I'm doing the ice attack, it sort of freezes them from the feet upwards?
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah, but I do like them myself too, but that's just not enough as such.
Oh, got some magic.
Slowly gaining on you.
Yeah, they're getting stronger and stronger. It's got a first bit of, well, I don't know if it was the first, but got some plate armour of protection there. That's quite nice, bit of magic armour.
And if this is D&D, it means you can't wear it because you're a wizard.
That's right, I cannot wear it. Oh, look at this, there's loads of them. I'm just going to use this potion. Hope I don't regret that. I think we may end up seeing more and more games like this, you know, because free MMOs seem to be the way to go. Nobody wants to pay for their MMOs anymore. They demand free games all the time, no subscription fees. But if you're going to do that, you're going to find that one, they're not going to spend more than they have to on the development. I mean, a free MMO can actually make a lot of money. Oh look, this is a robe I can wear. Because they have like cash shops which shall sell things. Oh! I'm gonna die. Let's do this. This will save me. They can make a lot of money, but even so, I think you're going to find a tendency to create sort of more cheap MMOs which are sort of fairly basic, as opposed to MMOs that are designed to sort of suck people in and make them pay subscription fees for months on end and years on end. And they're going to target casual gamers a bit more. People who don't necessarily have a lot of time to spend or don't want to spend a lot of time on playing the games. Right, come on, hopefully this will be the big boss. I was hoping to save my big attack for the main boss, but but I had to use it to save myself.
Okay, so here's the crown.
Yeah! Oh, I've got 1 minute to do this.
1 minute.
Right, pressing escape, kill the cutscene. Oh, come on. Not enough action points, okay. Oh! Right. So I guess this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to freeze him and move away. Oops. So that's quite cool when he does his... No, I can't. I need to sort of refill it after I used it before. So, see, the combat is a little bit, you know, he's... Oh dear, I don't want to do that. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I probably didn't want to go over there. I mean, he's doing his big attack, and when he does it, that gives me a chance to. I'll try to kill the skeletons. That gives me a chance to move away, which, being a wizard, is what I want to do. And even when he doesn't do his big attack, have you noticed he does a sort of animation? Oh, I didn't avoid that one. So there's a bit of skill involved in the game, and there's more to it than just sort of pressing the buttons and using the special abilities. Come on, freeze, there we go.
Really.
Yeah, the combat in Secret World is actually quite similar. In the sense that the monsters will do area of effect attacks, and they will telegraph where. Oh, here's some special. Is this lead? Where they're going to go by putting circles on the ground. So yeah, it's similar.
Can't we just agree that the crown belongs to Nasser? If he was the king in the first and second game, so why not?
Here's my lead. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Maybe we could join Nasser's side. Oh my god. Is it actually telling me to run all the way back? No, it can't be. Oh, here we go. Here's a way out. So it's going to throw me off the server at any minute, but let's just see if I can make it back to Sergeant Knox and tell him that I've saved. It's a funny story, isn't it? Because in a way it's quite cool that you have this important quest to do, as opposed to kill 10 rats, but you're just a complete stranger who's just turned up and you've been given the task of saving the crown.
Yeah. Well, he failed.
Some of these people... No, yeah. They failed. We didn't fail. We succeeded. Some of these people seem to have guild names over their heads, so...
You didn't get the crown.
No, I...
Need your help.
Did I fail to get the crown?
Nashers will blow to the vault so soon.
Oh yes, the Nashers. Okay.
Thanks for your help in defending the vault. Unfortunately, the Nashers got away with the crown of Neverwinter. The crown is a powerful symbol of rightful rule in this city. It must be found, so the Nashers can use it to start a rebellion. The Nashers have stolen the crown of Neverwinter from the vault, but we still have a chance.
Oh dear. Okay, well we're not going to carry on anymore. So they did get the crown. You earned 1 power point. So I can choose, what shall I do? Oh, let's put a power point in Ray of Frost. Extra damage. I like Ray of Frost. I'm going to do... Oh, what about this? No, I like Ray of Frost. So I had a choice as to which power to upgrade, and I've upgraded that one. So there we go, a little bit of control over what you do. And then an adventure reward, click on box. I don't understand. I've got an adventure reward 2, which I can't use until level 10. Oh, some potions. Well, that's okay, that's pretty cool. Well, there we go, we had an adventure. People do talk about stealing the crown. I mean, they seem to have sort of taken it really literally. I mean, people normally talk about stealing the crown in the sense of sort of becoming king. Killing the king and invading the country and becoming the king yourself. But in this game it means literally stealing the crown, and you have to get the crown back. So that's the game, Vilhelm. I think we've seen enough there. What do you make? What are your marks out of 10?
Oh, I can't review it honestly just by looking at this this video.
No, well that's a fair point. And of course this isn't a review. We haven't had a chance to review it properly. Just a sort of first impression.
Yeah,
Looks,
but let's
I
say
think the
first
design is
impression
good.
Something like 6 or 7 out of 10.
6 or 7 out of 10. Fair enough. I think the test is this.
What's yours?
Do I really sorry?
What is yours?
Well, I think one of the tests is, do I want to play it enough to properly review it? I mean, do I actually feel like I want to sort of spend that?
Well, what is your first impression score? If you have to give that.
I'd give it. No, I tell you what, I'd give it a good sort of 8 out of 10, and I'll tell you why. It's because all I ever expected was a sort of fairly basic game. I think what's going to happen, I think this game is going to be pretty much what we saw. You go on adventures and you can level up your character and you can find loot and you can choose new skills and you can sometimes join parties. And from what I can gather, and I may be wrong, if I'm wrong somebody can tell me so they can say something in the comments or something, but I don't think this is a game where you end up sort of exploring the world very much. It's more a game where you are based in an area. There may be more to it than a city, I hope so, but where basically you're sort of constantly sent on adventures into little dungeons, little instances like that, as opposed to sort of exploring a massive wide world. And I think we probably got a good feel for what this game's going to be like, even though we've only seen a tiny part of it. And for what it does, I think it does it quite well. You know, I mean, the combat is good actually. I like the combat. I like the skills. I like the graphics when you cast your spells and the way they affect your opponents. It looks pretty cool. And I just wasn't expecting a sort of massively complex open world MMO. I was expecting pretty much what we've got here, and I think they've done quite a professional job.
It's pretty much what I expected to, I suppose, but I can't just find myself very excited because I've played this before.
Yeah, I'm not excited. I'm not going to do a proper review. Maybe one day, but not right now. I've seen all I want to see for the time being. But I am going to have a go at Arcade at some point. I don't speak Korean. I won't understand anything that's going on, but I'm going to play Arcade, and it's going to be exciting. So I'm going to log off Neverwinter now. This was Neverwinter, a quick look, open beta. Game hasn't actually been released, but it's being released very soon. I think this open beta is about pretty much the way it's going to be when it does release. Lots of lag because it's so full of players at the moment. And yeah, thank you very much indeed for watching, if you've been watching.